All right, guys, welcome back. Got another Q&A video for you. I hope you guys are liking these Q&A videos. They're a lot of fun for me to answer, and I hope you find them helpful. Let's see what we got this week. This one is a comment on my GSPro version 3.1 update video. This is from Tim. Do you prefer GSPro over the FSX software? Short answer is GSPro. They sent me a hat. I'm just kidding. I paid for this hat. I bought it. They don't know who I am. I mean, short answer is yes, I probably prefer GSPro, but I really like the FSX software. I think it gets beat up a lot online. People say they hate it. People say they bought GSPro, they never opened it again. I understand those comments, but I like it. I liked it when I first got it. I did put it away for several months. I hadn't opened it in a long time. I've recently got back into it, and there's a lot of things I like about it. The FSX software, I'm talking about FSX Play, which is their current golf simulator software. The graphics are fantastic. They're a different style than what you would see in GSPro. Some people say they look a little more video game-like, a little more cartoony. I think it's personal preference. I think GSPro, the graphics look a little bit more flat. There's still fantastic graphics in GSPro, but I think it just comes down to what you prefer. I'm not sure that I prefer one over the other graphics-wise, but I do like how FSX Play looks. I think it's very bright, which helps on a projector. Now, I did hear one comment about FSX Play, and it really stuck with me, and that was that all the courses look the same. And I think there's some truth to that because of the graphics. I mean, they all just have the same style. They all look the same. Whereas in GSPro, not only do all the courses look different, but you have different designers making them and they put their own style into them as well. So you can see all kinds of things in the courses in GSPro. That stuck with me. But I would say one of the things that I like the most about FSX Play is how the ball flight reacts. And that is because of their room configurator settings. If you don't have Foresight, basically what that is you set up where the launch monitor is, where your tee is, essentially how big your screen is and how far away it is from there. You just enter in all those dimensions of your space. And after that, it basically knows after your shot where the ball is hitting on the screen, because it's got the launch data and it knows your space and the size of your screen and where you are in the room and all that. So the ball flight picks up from the screen forward. You don't see the ball take off on the ground like you do in GSPro. And you could say, oh, that's kind of stupid, but I find that it's a lot more immersive. It really feels a little bit more like hitting golf balls outside to me. I just absolutely love that. I think that could be done in some way in GSPro, maybe in a future update. That would be really cool to see. Now, aside from some of those things, GSPro, it's just a more complete software. They've got the keyboard hotkeys down. I can be really fast, picking my aim, zooming up to the green. FSX Play doesn't have really good keyboard shortcuts. I'm mouse clicking a lot, expanding the mini map, all that. I can't really aim my spot on the green as well as I can in GSPro. So it's a little bit more clunky, a little bit slower for me to be more precise, things like that. GSPro just has a million settings, ways that you could customize things the way that you like them. It's just very, very complete. Whereas FSX Play, there's gonna be a lot of things that you just kind of have to say, well, this is the way it is, or there's no option. Now, aside from little things like keyboard shortcuts and all that, one big thing that is really, really cool with GSPro is online games where you can play with somebody else anywhere in the world. You can see me do that live. I do it Wednesday mornings at 10 a.m. Central with Derek from Roxor Golf. We do a live stream where we play an online match, and it is a lot of fun playing on a simulator with somebody else online. You don't even have to know anyone. You can go in the Discord group. It just adds a whole nother element. It's way better than playing by yourself. Would love to see online play with Foresight software, but we don't have it. Another thing is with GSPro, you're getting, I haven't looked in a long time, but around 2,000 golf courses. So there's new courses added every week. So there's an element of like, there's always something new. There's maybe something really exciting going to be released. With FSX Play, you've got to purchase every course except for the ones that come included. And so your course library is going to be pretty small compared to what you can get with GSPro. And if you want that excitement of playing a new course, you're gonna have to pay for it, usually 150 bucks and up. So, you know, you're just not gonna get that excitement every week of what course is gonna be dropped like you get with GSPro. The competitive golf is gonna be better with GSPro. You've got the Simulator Golf Tour, which is kind of the tournament division. It's separate, but integrated with GSPro, that if you want to compete every week, you can do that in Simulator Golf Tour. FSX Play has leagues, which I think I've tried once, but there's not as much to it. I think their tournaments run only by the month instead of every week. Sometimes I think they're 9-hole tournaments, sometimes they're 18. I'm not quite sure, but that's it. You got to wait a whole nother month to try and play. It's just not as active. That's kind of the long answer. For Simulator Play, GSPro is a more complete software. There's a whole lot of extra features that keeps it current, keeps new things happening. It's very exciting. There's a huge community. You can always find someone to play online with, or if you just want to play with your own buddies, you can play online with them. FSX Play is good software. If that's the only thing you had, you would enjoy it, I think. But you're missing out on a lot of stuff in GSPro. Mostly the community, I would say. Now, as I mentioned, I've been playing FSX Play more recently. It's fun to jump in, and a lot of people have said, hey, I like to practice in the FSX software and play courses in GSPro, and I totally get that. This could be an entire other video, but I've been talking about FSX Play, which is their newest release of their simulator software. There's also FSX 2020, which is their older version, which you would think would function just like FSX Play, but actually, FSX 2020 has a lot of better practice features, like the driving range and the way the club data is shown and the way video integrates. Just there's some little things about it that work better. Then you've got FSX Pro, which is purely like a driving range and comparison. It's great for comparing different equipment or things like that. I've got a video where I compared different things with my driver, different tee heights and things like that to try and figure out what was best. So there is an entire suite of FSX software that in most cases when you buy a launch monitor, you're getting a license to all of that. So when you look at the whole picture, the FSX suite has a lot of things to offer, but so far I'm just comparing FSX Play to GSPro. I'm using both. I like both, but in most cases I'm recommending to people you're probably going to want to go with GSPro. There's just a lot more that you can do with it. As long as you can spend the 250 bucks a year subscription for GSPro on top of whatever you spent on Foresight, I think it's money well spent. Let me know what you guys think. I know you GSPro fanatics are going to weigh in, but I don't know. Everybody likes different stuff, so make your voice heard. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments. Hope this video was helpful, and maybe I will choose one of your comments for a future Q&A video. All right, guys, see you in the next video. Thanks.